people you can meet are on the other side of those walls. I'm here to let Ted know that if he won't stand up for their rights, we will. And that's the reason why we're here today. We are here today not because we don't know how to take a joke. We're here because we're concerned that the jokes are taking lives. And that's not a laughing matter. We're here today because it's important for us to be able to name where the harm is specifically in the content that's being created, and also to approach the conversation with diplomacy, because there are some people that are like, why are you listening to him? He's a liar, he's trash, he's, you know, this, that, and the other. That's not how repair works. We have a very clear framework for what it means to listen, okay, to then have a response and not a reaction. And then
of our transgender siblings today, I have a message for the Netflix CEO. We appreciate that you admitted that you screwed up, and you definitely did screw up. But admitting that and not creating change does nothing. Now is the time to make substantive changes by listening to the asks that are made today and making sure that you do them. And if you have any doubts about the asks, go watch your own Netflix special, Disclosure Again, please. The time is now to change how we think about the entertaining world. We need more trans and non-binary contents and creatives, and trans characters should be played by trans people. Your trans and non-binary employees should feel safe at work, and there needs to be opportunities for trans and non-binary leadership at Netflix and all corporations and organizations and city government as well. Just hiring a trans or non-binary person does not cut it, by the way. We need inclusivity and equity. Hollywood and all of us support, and we love our trans and non-binary siblings. And I am in this fight with you until you have equity in all spaces and safety as well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And for those of you who are just joining, that is what this conversation is about today. Dave Chappelle doesn't get to suck the light out of this moment. This is a moment where we are coming together in a unified effort. We saw the way that our friends and allies in Paris stood up. We saw how they stood up in London. We saw the way they stood up in Amsterdam. We saw the way they stood up in Japan this morning. And I think that this is a moment where, again, we get to break away from this algorithmic pull that has us convinced that we all hate each other. Because we don't.
She has proven herself as an activist, also a friend and a loved one to many people in her embarkment on activism. So thank you so much. Give this woman a huge round of applause. A beautiful young woman. Thank you so much for the invitation. I want to first say, as a non-binary individual, my name is David Huggard. As an entertainer and a persona, it is Eureka O'Hara, RuPaul's Drag Race. We're here at HBO. I found myself as a drag queen. I found myself as a person through that expression. Identity, expression, and sexuality are three completely different things.
These places accountable, because how can you house queer narratives, queer movies, and all the things that uplift us, but then turn around and provide space to harm us? It does not make sense. And so it is up to each individual out here and everybody under the sound of my voice to look into yourself and see where your biases lie. See where you can do the homework to show up for your trans individuals, and yet show up for yourself. Because it starts with you. If you do not understand the work and the plight of why we are here, then you have some work to do within yourself. Because just like everybody took that breath, just like everybody have a right to succeed and do whatever they want to do in life, that is what we as trans people desire for ourselves as well.